Joining us today, as above, so below. This is talking about Sagittarian energy. If this is your first time in my live tuning in, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and our beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those ATRs are the African traditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for being a part of what we do on this live. This is definitely for melanated people. And to each and every one of you guys, yes, not universal laws apply and applicable to each and every one of us. But I try to gear these teachings to help educate, give knowledge, clarity to melanated people, no matter whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, or whether you're advanced. These lives are to share knowledge with understanding, giving you an opportunity to renew your mind, to cast out those imaginations, to give you an opportunity to reconstruct what you call reality, what you call love, what you call prosperity. To each and every one of you guys, a lot of times when it comes to these lives, they are distinctly here to give you an opportunity to make life worth living. What's up, my baby Scorpio? Thank you so much. What's up, Love is Love? To appreciate you for being here with us on this Saturday. As above, so below. This is Sagittarian energy. Sagittarian energy is ruled by Saturn. So we're talking about Capricorn energy. We also talk about Aquarius energy. And those placements that you have, my North Node is in Capricorn. And so therefore, which is my destiny star, which is ruled by Saturn. And so therefore, in order for me to reach my destiny, I have to go through Capricorn. I have to go through Saturn. So having that clarity of understanding of destination and what have you, these lives are to give you an opportunity. Now, at no time that I'm on my live, or if you view me, whether tomorrow, whether you 5 years from now, I'm not here to change your mind. That's not my objective. My objective is to present the information. Because every man and woman has a right to choose their path, whether high or low, or whether you want to stay stagnated, or wherever you want to be. And so there are so many, especially growing up in the church, there's so many situations where people are constantly telling people who to be, what to think, what to believe. And so therefore, I want to make sure that I am giving you, as a Sagittarius, Moon and Aries, and rising sign, Pisces, giving you the opportunity to have free will on this channel, giving you opportunity. Whether I agree or disagree with what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what you're doing it for, that's irrelevant. It is your choice. How you end up in this thing called life, it's your choice. And so therefore, the power of being a Sagittarius is the freedom to act and to be my authentic self. And so therefore, I need clarity. So when you're listening to me and you're taking things personal as though I am directing my teachings at you, it is that you're missing the concept. It is not the messenger, it is the message. And if it applies, then you, as a grown man or woman, make a decision what you want to do with that information. At the end of the day, I still got to live my life and you got to live yours. So with that being said, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajays, and all of you of the magical practices, especially African diaspora, whether it's African, Cuban, it don't matter, still African. All right. I want to also say, what's up there, Demetrius? What's up, Calvina? Cancer. Then I got Gemini, Demetrius in the house. Now, one of the things that I try to give the advantage to is because a lot of melanated people do not have history. They don't understand the significance of history, where things derive from, even the term African American, and why it was even coined. A lot of times we just take up certain mantles and we just run with them and have no idea where that energy came from, or that idea came from, or that said emotion. At least when Elijah picked up Elijah's mantle, he knew where it came from. He had also seen how it operated in real time. A lot of times that we're just picking up people's ideas and beliefs and emotions, and we have no idea where those ideas and those emotions came from, and why those people think or do what they do. We have we're living in the age of Aquarius, and so social media has such a powerful influence. But it also gives people that really may not be who they say they are an opportunity to try to convince other people that they believe in things they talk about, and that they're also or what they present. And so therefore I try to be as transparent as I can be, allowing you the opportunity to be able to evaluate me in a way that you should be able to determine whether this information has been tried and tested by me, or it is something that I've read, or something that somebody told me. Because I'm not in the business of listening at people that heard of God, heard of the Orishas, heard of the Loas and Kisi. I am a person that I'm here to do real magic, and so therefore I want to hear from somebody that is actually in the alchemical laboratory, utilizing and testing these energies, frequency, and vibrations, and how they assist them in their everyday life. So that's where Chief Apostle is coming in. I also want to say, what did I do with it? I want to say hello to my, I done tore this all the way up almost. Hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for chiming in. And so once again, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that give me the opportunity to share my experiences in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Ocha. I've been very blessed to have been born into magic. And so I've been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years of age. I will continuously to say that, because I think that is very important, that when you're listening to a man or woman on social media, where and what levels of experience or interaction that they have. And to each and every one of you guys that come in here, this is a monetized channel. So if you do have questions, hit the super chat. If you desire certain things, I do readings. They're $20. My Cash App is in the bio. And I also have a website that you can go and get a consultation from. And I have many services and products on that website. I am a businessman. My destiny is to create business around my spirituality. And so therefore, if you have questions or concerns, there are definitely avenues that you can go down instead of just coming and barging in my conversation and asking. We need to also do a class on spiritual etiquette, because a lot of us did not grow up in spirituality, and so therefore I try to take the approach that people are just ignorant and they do not know, and so therefore I try to educate as much as I can without being annoyed with some of the behaviors that people have on social media. I'm not a fortune teller. I am a spiritualist. I do various types of divination and readings. I am also a prophet and a seer and a mediator when it comes down to spirituality. So I want to be clear about what and who I am, so therefore maybe you can address me correctly if there's some goods and services that I can offer you, sir or ma'am. Now, I am a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. If you have gotten a consultation with me, you know the significance of that. What's up, Mama Susan, my Gemini? And so therefore, I want to also preface this before I go any further, because this is a very important message that I want to share. I am a Sagittarius. What that means is that my intellectual abilities are that supersede most people, and I have been doing magic a very long time, so I have been illuminated and advanced on a considerable amount of levels and dimensions, and so therefore I have a host of knowledge, wisdom, understanding that I can apply on this, and so therefore it would be very easy for me to clown you on social media. So do yourself a favor and act accordingly, and act as though I am a master of my craft, and don't assume that because I'm a black man that I am out here, as I like what Voodoo Base says, I'm not a he emotional, okay? I'm anchored and rooted and grounded in African truth, knowledge, and understanding. So be advised before you proceed to try to be funny or try to come in here and to disrupt what we're doing. So you have been warned. I want to talk about this on Saturday, and it says, I am not here for the ride. I am not here for the ride. To each and every one of you guys, whether you have taken my courses, whether you have taken my classes, whether you have watched an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or years of my content, it is very, very important that melanated people have a clear understanding how they end up on certain paths. What's up, my Chris from Philadelphia? Sagittarius is in the house. It is a choice of a man or woman what they choose to do and how they choose to do it. I know that a lot of us believe that a lot of things are out of our control and out of our power, but that is not so. How we address situations and circumstances has a lot to do with the amount of research that we have done and how we are choosing to apply. Now, me personally, I'm a proactive individual. I do not sit down and wait on something to happen. I try to be prepared for not only where I'm trying to go, but if things occur along the way, that I have some type of remedy for those situations and circumstances, so they do not either hinder or slow down or prohibit me from getting to my destination. That is my goal. That is my endeavor. And so I teach that way, hopefully resonating with people that want to be successful in their spiritual practices and also in their physical and material life. So I'm going to be coming from Matthew, the 15th chapter, verse 14. Matthew 15. Now, in honor of my head Orisha, my Fedifun Yanza, my Fedifun Babaluaye, and one of the things that I want to discuss today, because Saturn, as above so below, is the color black. And also, if you are a Capricorn or Capricorn placement or Aquarius, this is when we talk about nature. People that are very conservative in their colors. And we're going to be discussing the color black, and we're going to be discussing the color brown. And I'm also going to do a TikTok earlier, because I'm going to be doing a live on Sunday with Juju from the block. And so I just want to make sure that people all over on my social media platforms have an opportunity to tune in to that particular live that I will be interacting with him. So Matthew, the 15th chapter, verse 14 says this. It says, let them alone. I'm going to say this again. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Then answered Peter, said unto him, declare unto us the parable. And it says, verse 17 said, do not ye yet understand that whatsoever enters into of the mouth goes into the belly and is cast out in the drought. So what I'm talking about today, to all of you that want to practice real magic and real spirituality, is there are leaders for every type of person. There are people out here that claim that they want to learn real magic. There are people out here that saying they want to tap into particular ATRs. And universally, there's structure in each one of these particular practices. There's leadership in each one of these particular practices, and there's hierarchy in every one of these particular practices. And blind means having not the ability to see. And so therefore, people have a right to choose the type of leadership. This is what we even talk about in politics and any form of real life. People follow the people and are led by the people of their choice. And no matter how you try to expose that particular leader or the elder or the person in charge, if somebody chooses to follow that individual, no matter of your perspective of that individual, they're going to do that. No amount of evidence, no amount of telling and explaining the lies of Donald Trump is going to make that the followers of Donald Trump leave their leader. Because this is why Yahshua said, leave them alone. A lot of times you think people are being misguided, and people are not being misguided. They have chosen their guidance. I'm going to say this again. This may not sink in immediately. People may not be misled in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Christianity, Islam. They may have, most certainly certain men, have chosen the guidance for their life. And Yahshua said to his disciples, leave them alone. The blind, those without sight that are leading the blind, they both will find themselves in ditches, find themselves stuck, find themselves buried into situations and circumstances. People all day long can get out here and say that they want to be guided by somebody that is a seer, somebody that has the ability to perceive and discern. And you will find that out by the choices that every man and woman makes when it comes down to their spirituality. I call it working out your own soul salvation. It is important. Phyllis, I miss you. Right, oh, you kids aren't working, but I'm here. Oh, I miss you too. I appreciate that, Chris. What's up, my Ryan, my Libra in the house? I want y'all to understand, in life, by me being ruled by Capricorn and my destiny, it's about business. It's about being on time. It's about showing that you have a structure, you have a plan to get to whatever the desired destination. And there's too many people out here that are on rides, that are taking them down paths. See, when I have run across a lot of different types of leaders and elders, using myself an example. And a person can only get me on a ride only so long, so I'm going to figure out whether they know where they're going or not. I'm going to say this again. I don't care if it's a side piece. I don't care if it's a job. You're only going to have me and my attention only so long until I figure out at some point whether you know what you're doing or whether you're headed in the direction I want to go. I want us to stop saying to people that somebody misled me when you willfully got on that ride. At what point did you not figure out that that person did not know where they were going? One of the things that I have experienced with Padrino Michael, the Padrino and the Oba that I have now, whatever I went to him about, he has not only addressed that situation to me and given me information regarding that situation, but also gave me a plan about how to go about getting that ceremony done. People that know who they are, what they're doing in their profession. Does anybody and everybody know everything? No, they don't. Does everybody have everything there is to have when it comes down to their tradition? No, they don't. But you're going to know that that person is equipped for the position that he or she possesses. Good morning, Pisces goddesses in the house. The reason why I've gotten into it with my first Madrina and second Madrina, because once I'm on the ride with you, whether I'm still learning something or not, it doesn't take me long because I do business. I'm going to say this again. I do business. And when you have been into something long enough, you build relationships. When somebody tells you they've been doing something for 5 years, somebody tells you they've been doing something for 10 years or 20 years, the longer they have been into a particular practice or a particular business or a line of work, they have created certain types of relationships. And in those relationships are going to tell you what type of man or woman that is. Because if you are good at business, people are going to want to do business with you. If you are a man or woman that is in business a long time, you have created other not only clients, but you have also created other business relationships in order, because you have to keep your business functioning through the business of other people. I just want to make it really clear. There is no struggle when it comes down to me telling somebody, I'm not here for that ride. You're not going to take me on a 3-day journey and make it and turn it into 40 years. Because I'm going to get off that ride. You're not going to take me, if I'm looking to be married, you're not going to take me down the boyfriend or girlfriend, or however you get down, your boyfriend or girlfriend. You're not going to take me down a road and a path and on a ride that I already know I'm looking for commitment. I'm already looking for long-term longevity in relationships. I know I'm not here for the kicks and the giggles. And if they come along with it, but I'm here. I'm not here to have fun, but I can be fun. But I am here for a serious relationship. These are the things that men and women, especially melanated people, don't want to take responsibility for when you are looking and observing a man or woman, no matter what aspect of life it is. And so based off of who they are and how they are functioning, it lets me know at some point whether this is a ride I'm going to continue or if this is a ride I am going to get off. And when you are out here in these spiritual streets and you don't have a real guide, and you can't continue to say that you're guiding yourself, regurgitating knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is not guidance. It is called Oppo research. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Good morning on this Saturn energy. Now, the reason why this is important, and when it comes down to my platform, when it comes down to the people that are following me, I want you to understand that I am very clear. I am very intentional about what information I put out. And I also teach the pros and cons. This is how you understand. I've had somebody from a sexual perspective say, well, I don't think I can take all of that. My next response is that I'm a good driver. If somebody is uncomfortable with something, then you have to show them that you have the skill set in order to utilize the equipment God is giving you. Whether that is a physical equipment or a spiritual equipment. A lot of times people see that I have certain equipment spiritually and they think that I am a person that is a bully, and I'm not. A lot of times people get afraid of the spiritual equipment or the natural equipment that you present. And so, therefore, being knowledgeable about how to explain and utilize. I remember Demetrius, me and him had a conversation, and he was asking me about the Apollo family, the concept that was on the website about getting involved into Apollo. And I was able to explain and articulate to him about the purpose of why that is given that way and what I am going to utilize that for and what's the personal benefit of that. There's too many people saying that they're God's anointed, they're this, they're that, but they cannot articulate and explain their equipment and how that is beneficial to the individual that you're trying to embrace that equipment. When I get out here on social media, I am supposed to be not only equipped, but able to explain how I am in this particular timeline here to be able to be a service unto you. And so therefore, with that service, you can make a determination whether you want to get on that ride or you want to get off that ride. But a lot of times people are on rides that they don't know the destination to those rides. And neither are you asking questions. And an elder, a tata, a mumbo, a hugon that refuses to ask and answer certain questions that have absolutely nothing, that have nothing to do with you discussing mysteries or secrets or any of the other stuff behind the scene. They're just asking general questions by the presentation of the things that you bring to the surface. People that are guides, that are seers, and especially the fact that I practice really dark arts and the heavy aspects of magic and spirituality, chaos energy and primordial energy. It is my responsibility as a seer, as a guide, to articulate not only the cost, the responsibility, the level of commitment. This is why I tell people oftentimes that this is not for you. This is not your time, because you're not mature enough. You're not in a position. You have other responsibilities that will hinder you from being consistent. I understand as a spiritual guide. This is something that I've always did with Minister Mario. And when he asked me, he's like, what is that? I would say, oh, that's my stop that bitch powder. Or I would say that this is a type of powder that does this. I won't just tell him what it is. I will explain to him. I say, well, Mario, this is really strong, and you need to understand what it is. I don't put certain tools in people's hands without explaining them, because I created them. I know what I have the capacity of doing. And I know that he is still yet learning magic, and he is still learning magic through me and around me. Even though he may like the results of my magical products, I still explain as a guide. See, this is a man or woman that is in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Agic, when they are Obia or Kimbanda. They should be able to explain without divulging any of the secrets. They should be able to explain to you, is this the ride for you? Because voodoo may not be the ride for you, but Santeria may be. Hoodoo may be. But I should be able to, if I am the guide, if I can see, if I can discern, do I have vision? All of these things should be important to you as a consumer of spiritual products, as a consumer of spiritual counsel. All of these things should be you as an individual saying, I can afford this type of work. I can afford this type of responsibility. I am in a place in my life that I can focus on these things. Or, Apostle Ely, I got too much going on right now to do this, even though I desire this particular ride. I desire, but I understand where I am. And I've sat down and counted up these costs. See, Capricorn and Saturn energy makes you serious about what you're doing and about what you're saying. And because Capricorn is an earth sign, stability, consistency matters. And because that is my destiny star, this is why Minister Mario and I did so well in business, even though we perceived the world differently and we went about things differently. We had a mutual respect for the level of hard working. Now, also this is important. I tell people how much work goes into certain type of workings and manifestation, because I want you to respect the sweat. I'm going to say this again. As a grown man, when I look at somebody and they have put effort and work into certain things, you don't have to ask me for respect. I respect hard work. I respect consistency. I respect loyalty. I respect people that get out there and grind and make things happen. I also, because of that Sagittarian energy, your word means everything to me. I'm a Sag, but with that Capricorn in my house of Sagittarius, I take your words very seriously. And that determines how I'm going to interact with you, whether I'm going to get off that ride with you or whether I'm going to stay on that ride with you. And these are the things that should be important to any person that is claiming that you want to be guided. Your soul, your energy is the most precious and the most valuable thing that you have on this earth. Not your house, not your jewelry, not your savings account, not anything that you build. You are the most important commodity. And when you don't take you seriously, then why do you, sir, ma'am, want other people to take you seriously? I just want you to understand. There are many guides out here. Some can see, some cannot. Some know what they're doing and some do not know. But I am of the sort that I pay attention to who you let lead you. I'm going to say that again. I am up under the thinking. I am up under the mindset. It says a lot about you, who you let guide your head. I'm going to let that sink in. I don't want somebody guiding me that's going to tell me what I want to hear. Because I'm serious about what I'm doing. I don't want somebody to give me something because I got some money. I don't want somebody to give me something because I just asked for it. One thing that I like about Padrino Michael, that I may look at something for my own personal reasons why I go to him about certain things, but he always tells me the starting point. He doesn't say this is what you're gonna do. He said, I would advise you, if you're going to do this, to start here. Talk to me, y'all. That's good leadership in that particular practice for me. I can't take you serious when you ain't never got what you need. You a plumber, but you have no plumbing supplies. You're an electrician, but you have no electrical supplies. Does that mean you got to have everything? The guy that came at one time to fix my air conditioning, he came, he drove up and he had his van. He didn't holler about he had to run to Home Depot, or he had to go to Lowe's, or he had to go to Ace. He had everything he needed in there. If you notice me, I always travel with a backpack. Because I never know. I'm a spiritual man. I never know what I'm about to contend with. Yes, I got spirits inside of my body, and I know how to invoke it. But there's certain times I need to get rid of some shit, and I got to have something on me to take care of that, to handle that, or to help get me in a place where until I can get to stronger material. That's why this is important. Let the blind bear the blind. So the two colors that I want to deal with today, if you are a Capricorn placement, or you are a Aquarius or got Aquarius places, these two colors matter because of your planet. Black and brown. And we work these colors on this day. Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, Ade, universally. Okay? I'm going to be also dealing with Psalms 35 verse 6. Normally I already have it turned into that, but I forgot. A lot of you guys, you get mad with other people about how they handle you. But how you structure your spirituality determines whether somebody can take you serious or not. It doesn't mean that they have to be serious, but you should always, with something this powerful and this life-changing, you should have things set up in a way that you can be taken seriously, whether somebody is serious about what you're doing or not. That makes sense. The mere fact that you are wife material, somebody can take you serious that you want to be married and be somebody's wife. The fact that you are husband material, somebody can take the mere fact that you already have your license, you already have your business card, you already got your attire, you already have certain clientele. Somebody can take you serious that you are in business. You got a phone number you can be contacted. You have ways, methods of payment. People can take you serious even if they're not serious about what you're doing. The structure determines whether you are serious about what you are doing. Has nothing to do with those other people. I don't care what you're on. The reason why you can get on that ass, because there's no way that he or she could have thought you were playing. Because of how you came into that room, how you entered into that relationship, let them know that you are about business. The mere fact that you were playing with me. The mere fact that you came in here playing childish games and thought it was a game over here. The mere fact that when we sat down in conversation, I told you I play chess, not checkers. I don't play Connect 4. I play chess. The mere fact, the type of conversation I had with you, let you know what type of Negro, a niggerette, you were contending with. And you chose to proceed on this ride as though this was a game. I want y'all to know how real this is. You don't want to take responsibility that you're on a ride as a fool. And you're willingly, blindly willfully following somebody that you know that is going in a circle, that has no vision, that has no goals. And you want everybody else in the family and people that are watching to have certain pity and sympathy for you. And sir, ma'am, that's not what we do here. Especially with Capricorn. And Capricorn is about security. Then Aquarius is about facts. When you get security and facts in the same room, the bullshit dissipates immediately. The disingenuous dissipates immediately. The manipulation of mind and soul dissipates immediately. When you get security and you get facts in that room, and that's what's going to tell whether you real about what you're doing or not. Okay? Just take it for however you want to. This is why some people get really messed up getting on certain rides. Psalms 35 verse 6 says this. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord prosecute them. Now, I'm going to show you significance. I have two things that I'm going to be showing today. This is an aragonite. This is brown, rust color. And then black tourmaline with mica in it. Now, universally, black represents power, the universe. It represents Eshu, the dark spaces, shadow work and Apollo. It represents the super subconscious mind. And I'm saying super because we all receive our subconscious mind from the super subconscious, which is the darkness, which you'll find in Isaiah. And in that is the birthing and the creation of ideas, thoughts, and emotions. And so therefore, it also repels negativity. Black moves faster than light or white. A black candle can manifest considerably faster than a white candle. They both are manifestors, but a black candle manifests because it represents the universe, which is talking about primordial energy, which is chaos energy, which is carbon, which is life force energy. And so therefore, anything black, and this is why Saturn is such a powerful planet when it comes down to banishing and removing. This is why we use this day of power and this energy to get rid of things, because its color is black, and black is used to get rid of negativity, harmful workings, or people, evil people. And so therefore Psalm 35 on this day will be significant to anybody that is dealing with something that needs to be, or somebody that needs to be removed that is doing evil working. Now, the reason why this particular scripture is important, because when you use black, it hinders the sight, because black represents the absence of light. And so therefore, to those that are in Christianity, the concept of we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith. When you walk by your subconscious mind, it allows you to be unaware of things, but a knowing that you're being guided by the subconscious mind of God, the Christ, the Christos mind. And so therefore, you don't have to see everything. You don't have to understand everything. And therefore, you still get to your destination. Those that try to walk by sight through their conscious mind always find themselves in situations and circumstances blind. They're always being blindsided because their vision only goes so far. And so therefore they always find themselves on rides that they should have gotten off of many moons ago. And they find themselves in conversations that they shouldn't be having because they are blind to the end result of those conversations. You will always hear people say, oh, I didn't think that way. Or I wasn't aware of that. Because you are walking by sight, not by faith. Black is absent of light, therefore you cannot see. There's no need to see what's in the middle when you know that God is going to give you your expected end. To people that actually walk in this energy and this object, this is why with Saturn being a black planet and being a planet of ancestry, is because we understand structure. We understand He's an on-time God. Mr. Mario, I'm going to say it. Mr. Mario used to get into it with me all the time. He's like, you going to make us late. You going to make us late. I thought you was ready. You called me and asked me, was I ready? And you weren't even ready. A lot of our arguments were because I was trying to make sure I had everything and he was ready to go. Because Capricorn is about punctual. Capricorn rules over being punctual, on time. A lot of y'all think that in order you're going to be able to get out here in these spiritual practices and do stuff when you want to do, when you feel like it, or when you feel like you can. I encourage people to know where you are and where you can be. And so do you have the ability to do what you're trying to do so you don't waste people's time, energy, and their resources. When I go to Padrino Michael about things, I am in a position to make sure that I'm able to do exactly what he's asking. And so at that point, once I get the ceremony paid for, then my next move is what dates do he has available in order for these ceremonies to be done. So therefore, not only do you have to have resources, you have to have availability. You see how this works? You also have to have a place for, imagine me getting all of these pots and cauldrons and I don't have space for it. I don't have time to work them. I don't have a space to place them for goods and service. I don't have anything set up for payment. How am I going to get paid? How do I have a place where the people are going to be able to get their products? All of these things make people take you seriously. When I ho-hop, I have everything that I need. I minimize any reason for us not that. Any reason you can come up with us for not having sex. I'm 51 years old. Whatever you think you forgot, I got it. I'm going to say that again. A prepared bitch is a pleased bitch. A prepared botch, nigger, is somebody that normally is going to get what he or she wants. Because they're there to minimize the possibility of the no. When we get elbows or we give offerings, we're minimizing anything that will prohibit this spirit or this entity from fulfilling our desire. That's what we mean about building a case. To get a certain outcome, you create a structure. And who do we call it? Conditioning oils or conditioning powders when in voodoo. You want to create an atmosphere that this spirit is so comfortable and so pleased that they're willing to do what you're requesting them to do. When you don't have, when you're not prepared and you're not structured, you walk into things unprepared, and so therefore things slow down or they are prohibited or things do not come into fruition. So black is essential in order to prohibit enemies or adversaries from being able to see a way of hurting, harming, or injuring or blocking you. This is why people like me that are good at what they do, they always got a strategy. With one thing that I try to do, even if my clientele or somebody that wants work from me, wants something, my job is to protect them, to secure them. I know what you want, but I want to make sure this ride is going to be safe for you. Even if you get to the destination you want, I want to make sure you get there safely. I want you safely there. I'm like that with my hoes. I want you to be safely to get to me, and I want you to be safe when you get back home. Huh? Let me know that you are safe and secure. I'm going to say this again. A lot of y'all miss out on things because you don't try to make sure people are safe and secure. You don't take action that allow a man or woman to understand that, yes, I want this, but I like the way he or she handled me in that situation, and making sure, especially if you're dealing with people and their loved ones, your job to understand your priority is how to make sure that the people you're guiding are safe. You don't get on your airplane as a captain, a head pilot, and you smelling gasoline, bitch. And you still gonna take off? You're not you're not concerned about the security and the well-being of your clientele or the passengers on your ship. See, this is what I tell a lot of my members and people. You don't have to think about stuff I have to think about. I have to be stepping myself up because even I got people in there. Not only if they could afford, they're never going to get into voodoo, but I want them safe and secure. So if somebody comes in that practices voodoo and decides to start their shenanigans, I know how to nip that in the bud. So everybody that sits there that does not practice that or not in that type of spiritual position, but I am. Security matters to a Capricorn if you have these placements. And this is why you either fall out of relationship or fall in relationship with people based on that security. Then brown represents ancestors or connectivity to the earth. Brown represents security, safety, practicality, the material world, concentration, and study. How many times I've said on this same platform to study to show yourself approved. The mere fact that you are not studied, people can't take you serious. Even when people come in here with the bullshit, you can tell I know myself by how I address the individual. I still deal with the disrespect, and then I turn around and educate them to let them know they don't know what they think they know. And I back their ass right out of what they were endeavoring to do. Because I am studied. You're not studying your craft for other people. You're studying for people to take you serious. To take you serious, whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, or Adject. This is the type of stuff that when it goes down on Saturdays, that people out here getting all these readings, it's not going to help you. I don't take you serious because you think that a reading, an enlightenment to a situation is going to make you get up and do what you need to do for you. The mere fact that you showed up to the mechanics bay, got a diagnostic test, and was ready to pay for whatever that computer came back said that was wrong with your car, I can take you serious. The mere fact that you showed up to get a consultation and you were not ready for any remedy that would have came about through the consultation, why would I take you serious? The mere fact that you showed up on a date were not prepared, not only to pay for the dinner, you were not prepared for any miscellaneous. The more prepared you are, the more somebody has the sober mind to take you serious. We talked about concentration. You're too easily distracted. If you notice that my ancestor incense is brown, when people backtrack and people grow and people learn and they're able to look back on your working, they're going to have a respect for your conjure, and they're going to take your conjure seriously. I had people going out doing blood magic. Thought they were doing something stronger than the magic that I was doing. Because they couldn't see animal parts in my incense. They thought I wasn't doing blood magic. Like a good cook, you should be able to blend your ingredients. And if you are a connoisseur of wine, a connoisseur of good food, you should be able to have tasted some of the ingredients that is in my product. But you couldn't, because I don't take you serious, because you literally think because somebody's slinging a piece of chicken and tossing a rooster, that their magic is stronger than what I'm doing over here. How about I may just be more skilled in knowing how to blend my ingredients in my products? You see what I'm saying? This is how you know a man or woman is serious about being an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. I make most people nervous because of how prepared I am. There's plenty of time my producer said, Godson, do you have this in your car? Because I come, candles, oils, incense. He has never had a godson as prepared as I am. Ain't no telling what I got at. I have changed it. They be like, oh, you can't wear that. I said, okay, what do I need to wear? Do I need shorts? Oh, I got them. Do I need new drawers? I got them. Oh, we got to rip that. That's fine. I got another outfit in the car. Oh, I come prepared. Because I never know what the Spirit may have them do for me, and I need to be ready. I need to be monetarily ready. I need to be mentally ready. I need to be ready. I treat spirituality just like a nudist beach. If you want to know the truth. I treat it like it because you never know when you got to get naked. You don't never know when they got to do a break-in or cleansing. You don't know. But you got to be prepared for it. Especially when I know I'm going to a spiritual place. I'm going to spiritual around spiritual people to do ceremony. So I try to be prepared for all things as much as I can. And so therefore I always have a higher success rate. That's what I'm getting here. Brown also has to do with success, material success. Accumulating. Capricorn and Aquarius is about, with that Saturn, bringing material manifestation. Capricorn, Saturn is about the material world. End of story, period. Call it materialistic. That's what Capricorn is about. That's why Capricorn is Saturn. That's why they call it Satan instead of just Saturn. So, this aragonite allows me to ground my root chakra into the earth. So, the deeper I'm able to get to Mother Earth, the heart of the earth, I'm able to tap into that particular energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is what we talk about when you hear the terminology grounding. Why somebody grounds? I got my brown and my black and my brown. I understand the Ache. I understand the energy. When I want to remove and banish harmful energies, I use my black tourmaline. But this one has maker in it, which allows it to not only remove and transmute negative energy, but when I work with this particular stone, it sends that energy back to the sender. So when I hold this, now remember, if you do not have these crystals on your possession or on person, you're not going to get the benefit. This cannot just be randomly sitting in your house. It will affect the airspace that is in, but it's not going to benefit your particular energy, your bioenergy field, unless you have it on your person. So it could be in your car, but it's not on your person. It can be in your house, an apartment, or condo, but not on your person. It only starts affecting the energy that is sent to you when it is in your hands, on your body, in some form of fashion. And this allows me not only to remove negativity or harmful energy, but it allows me to flow in Eshu. It allows me to flow in the dark spaces where people may be hiding or trying to hide themselves because they use certain cloths to cover their workings, or they use certain black in order for you not to be able to see it's them that is working against you. This is when the scripture said that God sees in darkness as the noonday. This means that people that practice black arts like I do, or in Palo, we're able to see people that dwell in the shadows. We call them shadow people. We're able to see those dark spaces and see clearly who that is, what that is, and what is going on. And so therefore I utilize this particular black tourmaline with mica in it to do a return to sender. I can use candles on this. I can use because oil is not going to damage this particular stone. I can place this on pictures on this, and I can place this by my nganga. There's so many things that I can work this particular crystal into doing and to cleansing. And so this is why black is important. If you no longer want to be on a particular ride, and so when I say the earth is Psalms 24, also the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, these colors connect you to Mother Earth and the universe. Black and brown. Black and brown connect you, whether it's through candles or whether it's through fabric, connect you to Mother Earth and Father Sky. And it intensifies your particular energy. Because a lot of times people think that these crystals, now, I use, and some of you guys that have my, that got your graveyard work, they have these, this in honor of my head of Risha, Mafedifun Babalu Aye. These 17 different seeds. You can cleanse yourself. This is how you get off a ride. You cleanse yourself with this, and then you cleanse yourself in a. You can cleanse yourself in the ocean. You can cleanse yourself at a crossroad. You can cleanse yourself in the forest. If you're in a private area that you want to get down butt naked, some you got nudist beaches that nobody's know you out there cleaning yourself butt naked, because there are certain beaches you can get naked and nude. So, like, to each their own. Like, how far you want to go with this, that's your business. I would not advise you to cleanse yourself in your bathtub with these things, because you can clog up your pipes. So the more you're into nature and to cleansing your head and around your body and your body parts, and especially your feet, making sure that this goes over your feet, removing anything that you have walked in, cleansing your hands, anything that you have touched or been in contact, somebody put in your hand, you put it in somebody else's hand, don't matter. This is why we do banishing. Banishing is always about getting rid of something to that may hinder your flow or impede your success. And so this is something that I utilize. And if you have that, go to the crossroad. You want to disperse that energy in all four directions. Go to a river that is flowing outward. That river, if you do not want to cleanse yourself with a river where the water is flowing towards you. You want to go to a river or be on a position with that river where that water is flowing outward, going out from you. Everything has practicality to it. When you're banishing something, just like if, say, for instance, that you're trying to get rid of somebody. Say, for instance, you've written their name down and you're banishing them, you want to fold that away from you. The whole concept, this is why they use crab or crab shell, because crabs walk backwards, getting something away from you, repelling it away from you. That's what this whole concept is about. Remember, a natural Capricorn or a natural Aquarius have no problem detaching, removing themselves from people, places, and things. That whole concept comes out of Saturn. Black or brown will operate very strongly to banish. It will also connect you immensely to the ancestor realm, the ancestors of your ancestors. Because sometimes we say ancestors, these people go crazy. It connects you to your ancestors, your Eguns, your Moetos. And so therefore, if you have a good relationship with those, it'll allow that relationship to strengthen and give a stronger connectivity. So I hope that helped. I hope that makes sense to some of you guys. If you don't want to be on a ride, even a ride with me, my pace is very fast, very costly, and so sometimes this ride is not for everybody. But to understand and be able to clarify, to be able to articulate and understand that everybody that's a leader out here, their eyes are not open, their ears are not open, and the blind is for the blind. People out here that were never meant to operate in these. Your black yeah, I have actually bigger pieces. Or hold on, y'all. Hold on just a minute. I just saw. Hold on. Shungite. Shungite is another good black crystal to use. Now, on this one I have the Tree of Life. Not Tree of Life, but life circle on here. The pattern of life on inscribed on this particular Shungite. Shungite is actually even better, in my opinion, than black tourmaline when it comes down to removing negativity. See, I have a lot of stuff to deflect evil shit away from me. This is why if you are a Capricorn, you know that your cutoff game is immense. If you're an Aquarius, your cutoff game is immense. I'm a Sagittarius, but my North Node is in Capricorn. So teaching me how to cut people off. But if you are a natural Capricorn, if you're a natural Aquarius, talk to them and ask them, am I lying? They cut off game. Their detaching abilities are phenomenal. Phenomenal. They have no problem getting rid of, or some people use the word ghosting people. They would disappear on your ass so quickly. They done. That would, to me, this black tourmaline would be more like Capricorn. Shungite would be more like Aquarius, in my opinion. Capricorn energy, vanishing. Both of these are ruled by Saturn. But to me, black tourmaline would be Capricorn. Shungite would be Aquarius. You, disappearing, removing negativity, and just vanquish. Shungite. But this one, I have this the design of like I got all kind of tools. But being prepared to deal with getting rid of stuff, getting rid of energy. That is a successful practitioner in any form of the ATR's religious practices. Having the necessary herbs to cleanse with, to banish, to get rid of things like of that nature. Having those things on your person. I don't know how many times I have to repeat that, but this, you just cannot just have black. You have to have a strategy about how you're going to get rid of, or why you're getting rid of certain energies. And so I said this to say this again. All leadership are necessary. Sometimes people choose the type of leadership that they desire. I look at people who they choose or guide them. So readings. I'm going to Miami. I got to pick up Chloe. Got to go by the laundromat before I get on the road. But I really want to get on here and share this with you guys, because I don't want you just out here interacting with spiritual people and not understanding the seriousness of you having these type of relationships with these type of guys. I'm not going to guide you the way that another man or woman is going to guide you. I can only guide you the way that I have been, my head is guided. And so therefore, I don't like it when other people are trying to tell you about how I do things. Because every house has a right to do how they want to do in their house. If you don't like the guidance or the leadership of that house, then you need to get off that ride. It's really just that simple. Black kyanite. Black kyanite. Do I have some up here? Hold on. Because that's still with black kyanite and black obsidian with I think it's in the other room. Black kyanite. Black kyanite is really used that if your aura has been damaged, and through vampiric magic, black kyanite seals up any holes in your aura, your energy field. Black kyanite is a protector, but it's a sealer. It seals your energy. It cloaks your energy. I think black kyanite still falls like Capricorn. Capricorn don't want to be bothered. When you don't want to be bothered, or you're recuperating from a sickness or some type of spiritual warfare, then I would recommend black kyanite. If you want to go up under the radar, black kyanite. I think that, in my opinion, how you would utilize, well, actually not in my opinion, I actually utilize it like that, but I gave one of my sons some black kyanite that I had blessed through IRO. A lot of times when people think they're up under spiritual attack, That's how I can tell and what's really going on with somebody, because I know what that particular mineral does. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Black let me say obsidian, because I have a black arrowhead obsidian on Centella. Do I have another one up here? No, I got that on my cauldron. But yeah, there's different. You have to know your minerals. This is why I say real magic is real science. People out here claiming that they practice in magic and spirituality and they don't understand minerals and they don't understand the science and biology and all that. Like, how you gonna do real magic if you don't understand the building block of life? Like, how can I take you serious when you don't know enough about minerals and what those minerals do and how they affect the human body, positive or negative? How you gonna be an alchemist? How you gonna turn water into wine? How you gonna turn lead into gold and gold into lead? It doesn't make sense. You don't understand the energy of the mineral of silver. But you out here doing magic, and you doing magic for people, and the blind leading the blind. I don't get in reference to stuff like that, because that's them people business. My job on this platform, that you know I know my shit. That you are clear that I know what I'm talking about. You wear a black obsidian. Yeah, to me, black obsidian is volcanic, which would be with Brazo Forte. It would be with Agayu, that type of energy. Very hot. The lava, the liquid that is spewed out of volcanoes, that is obsidian. It is glass, which gives the ability to cut through, or it also can be utilized to divinate. Use it to be able to see into the spirit world. Black obsidian connects you to the ancestor realm as well. Trying to think, but like I said, it's just having a better understanding. When you want cords cut, I would recommend black obsidian, a black obsidian blade, or an arrowhead. When you're trying to cut, and that's, like I said, it's all banishing work. But you have to have the proper tools to banish a certain type of way. All banishing work is not the same, it's not equal, it's not done the same. I think I done moved a lot of that stuff. But that's why we use black. And that's why our cauldrons are black. Because they represent the universe, the womb of the woman. All right. Oh. Well, this go in the Ogun pot, but I have this and this. I need to work a lot. All right. I'll see you guys on the flip. I hope you guys will be available for my live that I'm going to be having with Juju from the block. I'm going to go on TikTok and announce it that it's real. That's Chloe. All right, guys.